So good evening, sir. So as for tonight, I am going to demonstrate to you our hands-on activity that you've given to us earlier this week. So as for the first task, we are tasked to create the users and enforce a strong password. So how do we do that? So of course, we are going to have a Windows server and a Windows 7 client. So Windows Server and Windows 7 client. And let's open our server manager. And now, assuming I already have installed the other dependencies such as the Active Directory and directory users and computers. So let's click this. I also have promoted already this into a domain. So here, I have here already our organizational unit with a list of my users, my members. So how do I do this? So I just click here and input the basic info of the user, such as first name and whatsoever. So first name. So first name as our sample users. And here we need to ensure that we have a strong password. Strong password as for my, it's by the way, it's up to the users here on what he or she would prefer to choose between those following. So it's a matter of preference na sa ado ang administrator to how they enforce these user account creations. So that's it. That's how we add users and informations. So we also have a group policy here. So in order to achieve that, let's click Group Policy Management and let's edit our default domain policy. And what we would do is go to Configurations, User Configurations, Policies, Windows Settings, and Security Settings. And in here, we will see this following. Account policies, it's the policies account nando. So it's a matters of how the administrator would enforce this info. It's up to them. So say minimum password of age 30, say for a month, and then password length 8 characters, and so on and so forth. That's how we enforce a good policies. Count lockout durations if ever na kay 30 minutes daron or whatsoever. So that's it. And account lockout threshold. So invalid log on attempts thresholds. So that's how I did for our task number 1. So going back with the task number 2 is to create a group policy log on script for disabled users. So first, we need to have a list of users na disabled kay atong na-test nato siya i-test. And then, instruction 3 is to have a script. So how do we have a script? So let's open our local disk, Windows, and then let's navigate to sysbo, system volume rather, sysbol and sysbo, and let's click our domain, and here we have our script. It's a batch file, so that. So expecting when we log and disable the account, we will see this following. This account is disabled, please contact your IT. So let's add some disabled users. So disabled user. disabled user. Let's see. Up. Okay. And let's log in up to our client. So let's switch users. So wait, let's push some. So let's test our disabled users and see if we'll be able to have. Wait, one on the left. Sorry, it's wrong. I forgot to lock these users. I forgot to disable. So let's click disable account and then object users have been disabled. So if I refresh at the enforce, let's see what would happen. Group policies update. So updating policy, let's see what would happen. So user policy updated has completely successful. And then, let's try na navigate. Sige, log off lang that. And let's try to log in again. So, disabled user with our password. So, your account has been disabled. Please see your system administrator. So, it was the first script earlier. Don't para navigate. So, that's it. Let's see some explanation. Anong inando atong script. Let's see. Disabled users. Tara. Disabled account policy. Ang nabutang na ko nga script dire kay is here. Users policy single settings and then script log on. So here is the script. Let's see this. Let's edit. Oh, I can't. Run. Your account is disabled. Please contact care administrator. So that's it. So that's the explanation. So it's all good. We were able to create disabled GPO login script for disabled users. So it's done. Moving forward to task 3 is to map a project and paste and drive domain users. So I already have a folder here named projects, and expecting this folder is makita siya sa domain users. So we just need to share this. Go to sharing and advanced sharing and then click this share this folder icon. Checkbox rather. And then we go to our group policy management, and then let's see here map drive. Group policy for drive same. And then we navigate to user configurations, preferences, and Windows settings, and here drive maps. So as you can see, I have here my setup drive maps. So how do we do that? So let's just right click and then map drive and then put our path, then reconnect, and then to starting ladder our drive naming conventions at drive. And that's it. So expecting when we open our domain users aday sa to ang users that is Team Guapa say, JEMAY, kay we will be able to see the projects. So JEMAY, and then password. So let's just wait for a while, and what we are expecting is to see the projects in our File Explorer. So let's navigate to our computer and oops, let's see if it's here. Okay, wala siya diri is. So why? So let's have some explanation. Let's go to our public management, and then here map drive na to is to siya try navigate and wala, and okay let's edit this properties in those P projects. Common run and login. So here, okay na to siya. Let's wait for a while. So continue. So we will just going to update our group policy. Update. And let's see what will happen. If the map project exists, so users policy that has been successfully, and then we should be able to navigate now our projects, navigate prep, and it's now here, our projects. So this is our map file, map drive with the P initial. So our task 4 is to place files on the main users. So how do we do that? So here, let's navigate to our group policy management, and we have here our place file policy. Let's just edit this, and then let's navigate to user configurations, preferences, and those settings, files, and we should be able to have our place files to our various users. So say for example, this welcome text, that's it, and then our destination is our user profiles, and up to their desktop, and then the welcome that txt or that text, and then read only. Then let's make sure to click this run and log on user free the text use policy and hit apply. After that, let's click OK, and let's navigate to our client server if it did. So CMD again, and let's update GT update. Let's update our policy. And yes, then na naraman they put in English. It's already here. So you can see our welcome. So that's how we place a file up to our client. And lastly is to set user desktop background. So currently our desktop is a Windows 7 default desktop. So let's navigate to our Windows server and update this to our preferences. So let's take note na when updating Windows is a display background, we should have a picture, of course. Pero since this is a virtual machine, wako'y picture yari. So, what I did is nagkuhan ako sa paint. Buhat na ako picture dere. Navigate lang ko siya dere. Yung ko black. Just for demonstration purposes. And then, let's fill the black. So, inana nakuha ko siya save. And then, nasa server, paper kit na ko siya dot bitmap. So, let's see. Are, sa to desktop wallpaper, I'll show you. So, I just had a black wallpaper sa tuang plan. Okay, mo ko picture. Di mo na download kit. Old model ba na siya? It's a Windows Server 2002. So, the further do kay ato ni siya i-upgrade itong mahimo siya dire. So, how would we do that? So, let's navigate to our server manager and tools, and let's go to our group policy management and the desktop wallpaper. Let's edit, and then here we navigate the user configuration, policies, admin template, desktop, and here. Desktop wallpaper should be able to navigate. Take note sa pang file name. File name is a server wallpaper. So that server wallpaper should reflect our client. So expecting siya. Ako applied naman siya. So expected na to. Kato siya. Desktop wallpaper. Okay. Ando na sa clients. So let's see what would happen. Desktop wallpaper. Okay. So, anong paman? So, siya na update. Need ko siya log on, log off. Pero as you can see, desktop background, server wallpaper. That's our file. Pero ang display niya, kaya wala ko siyang na-upgrade, na-update. Kaya ito na siya update. GT update. Let's see. And if, kung wala, let's force log on, log out. Let's try. Wala diyan. So, try lang tag-log off. And then, magpasud taglaing member. Gusto nga, the directory. So, the directory, if tagline users available. See? KRISTINE. Let's try. Let's see. So as you can see, it's full black. And now it's a background update server wallpaper. So that's it. That's the last task. And I hope I was able to demonstrate to you guys the sole purpose of this demonstration. So that's all. Thank you. Okay, let's stop.